Hey, hi all. In this today's session, we are going to discuss about introduction part of Angular. Okay, so people are coming for these sessions to learn Angular to create websites, correct? And so some people are directly learning this without having awareness on the purpose of Angular, and they directly start creating websites and then use it, right? But actually, what is the purpose behind this? Why we are choosing Angular, even though we have different programming languages in the market, right? Angular is one of the front end, right? UI development framework, right? Which is developed by Google because Google is the maintainer, right? Google maintains it since 2010, right? So Angular is an open source JavaScript framework written in TypeScript. Written in TypeScript. What is TypeScript? TypeScript is nothing but, right? It is a superset of JavaScript. That means it is comes from JavaScript with some enhanced features, right? With the extension .ts instead of .js. Once you compile this TypeScript, it will convert it into JavaScript again. So it's a superset of JavaScript. Okay. So Angular is open source framework, right? Open source JavaScript framework written in TypeScript. This Angular is maintained by Google, right? And its primary purpose is to develop single page applications, correct? That means SPA, single page applications, where you have all options to navigate to your website and you come out from a website from the single page itself. So you no need to move to different pages. You just open the main page once after authentication is done. Okay. So Angular is an open source framework which we use it for creating single page applications. In simple words, I can say. Okay. So this framework has clear advantages while also provides a standard structure for the developers to work with easy syntax. Okay, so let me open my notes. I'm going to write down Angular. What is this? Angular introduction. Okay, so let me come here. So Angular is a open source JavaScript framework which is used to create single page applications. It was maintained by Google. It was maintained by Google. So it is written in TypeScript. It is written in TypeScript. Okay. Because Angular before version is Angular JS, right? Which is simple JavaScript. And after Angular JS, it was evolved AngularJS and renamed as Angular. And since 2.0, it is giving it just Angular with TypeScript. So TypeScript is a free and open source high-level programming language developed by Microsoft that adds static typing with optional type annotations to JavaScript. It is superset of JavaScript, which is built on JavaScript. Okay, TypeScript is a JavaScript with syntax for types. TypeScript is a strongly typed programming language that builds on JavaScript. Okay, so it is written in TypeScript. Okay, TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript. Superset of JavaScript, and it has strongly typed programming structure. Okay. Again, TypeScript was introduced by Microsoft anyway. Okay. So Angular was written in TypeScript, which is the open source JavaScript framework, using it for creating single page applications. Okay. And it was maintained by Google. Okay. So Angular has a component-based architecture. Angular has component-based architecture, correct? Which means that applications are built using reusable components that can be easily integrated, right, into the larger applications without writing duplicate code. So component based architecture means everything we are going to create as a component. If you want to create a button, I'll create a component. If you want to create a function which will do some action, I'll create as a component. So that I'll import that in or give some name to import, like to export, and that name I'm going to use it in a different programming as part of reusability. So that way it is going to reduce the development effort and maintainability also is going to be lesser. So that this approach allows for better organization, maintainability, and scalability of projects. This approach allows, right, for a better organization, right, maintainability, scalability, right, of projects. Okay. So some of the key features of Angular is key features of Angular. One is component based, as I mentioned above. Second is scalability and maintenance. That means it focus on scalability and maintenance. Okay. Strong support for two-way data binding and dependency injection. Strong support for two-way binding. Two-way binding and dependency injection. Okay. And comprehensive set of built-in directives and services. A comprehensive set of built-in directives and services so that we can use this to create components as part of the base creation. Okay. So who uses Angular? So as I said, this is the open source JavaScript from a framework. We use it for creating web pages like single page applications or any kind of front end applications. Correct. So now who uses Angular? Who uses Angular? Okay. So Angular is a popular choice among various programming types right now we have in the market. Developers' choice is Angular because it is very user friendly and come up with different kind of key features where easily can adopt these features and create applications. Okay, so Angular is a right popular choice among various types of developers. Okay, various developers means web developers, right? Web developers, front end developers, okay? Full stack developers, right? With all variety, developers are going to choose this because of the existing key features which helps to build application with beautiful features. Okay. Many major companies uses Angular in their projects due to its power and flexibility. Some of companies like Google, Microsoft, right, IBM, right, uh, PayPal. These are some companies they use Angular, right, for their websites. Okay, so many major companies many major companies, right, use Angular in their projects as well due to its power and flexibility. Some of these companies are Google, because it's the first company, Microsoft, okay, PayPal, IBM, right, Lyft, okay, and I think Upwork. So these are some of the companies that are using Angular as a language, right, a framework for their websites. So with such a wide variety of companies embracing, right, using Angular, it's clear that this powerful framework is an excellent choice for web development projects of all sizes. Okay. So because of these companies are using it, become very popular, and nowadays every developer is making his choice or choice to choose. This is the software they're going to prefer for start to create websites. Okay. Now, advantages. What are all the advantages of Angular? So far, we have seen Angular and the features. Now, what are all the advantages we have if you use this Angular? Before we dive into this, no other process like installation and brief discussion on like how to start. So we just see like what are all the advantages of using Angular. First thing is, as I mentioned, component-based design, right? Okay. And second thing is strong support for TypeScript. Okay. And third thing is modular architecture. Okay. And next one is robust ecosystem. Okay. Robust ecosystem. Okay. And other thing was like, built-in support for reactive programming. Built-in support for reactive programming. So these are the some of the advantages if you use Angular. Okay. What is this component-based design promotes? Okay. So Angular's component-based architecture encourages developers to create modular, reusable components that can be easily integrated in larger applications. Okay. Can be created, right? Components to reuse in larger applications. Correct? So this approach not only makes you code more organized, but also promotes reusability, which can save the time and effort in the long run. So it will save, right, with the reusability, it saves time and effort in the long run, right? And next one is strong support of TypeScript. TypeScript is superset of JavaScript. Okay, it is a core part of Angular. TypeScript's optional types and other features make it is easier to write robust and maintainable code, which is especially important for large-scale projects. Okay, so it helps to write robust and maintainable applications, robust and maintainable code, right? Which is especially important, right, for large scale applications or large scale projects. Okay. And next one is, right, modular architecture. So Angular's focus on modularity, that means applications can be easily organized into smaller parts and more manageable pieces. This makes it simpler to scale your project also maintainable and update when it is required over the time period. Okay, so Angular focus on modularity means your application can be easily organized, okay, into smaller pieces. That's what modularity, okay, smaller, okay, more manageable pieces, okay. And next one is robust ecosystem. That means Angular boasts, right, a rich ecosystem of tools. Angular provides rich set of ecosystem tools, libraries, and resources to help you to get the most out of framework. So from Angular CLI command line interface to the extensive collection of third-party libraries can be installed using ecosystem. You will have to everything you need to build, test, and deploy your applications with ease. So Angular boasts a rich ecosystem of tools, libraries, and resources to help you to get most out of a framework. Okay, so Angular boasts a rich ecosystem of tools, libraries, and resources to help you get the most out of the frame. Okay, and next one is a built-in support for reactive programming. So Angular has built-in support for reactive programming through the RxJS library. Reactive programming is a powerful paradigm that allows you to work with asynchronous data streams. Okay, so coming to this reactive, using RxJS library, okay, we can develop reactive programming, okay, and it is a powerful paradigm that allows you to work with asynchronous calls, asynchronous programming, right? Making it easier to handle complex data flows, okay, asynchronous data streams, I can say, okay, making it easier to handle complex data flows, okay. So these are some of the advantages of using Angular. Hence, in it is, best and advisable language or framework as a developer choice is to choose this for website development. Okay, Angular is a open source JavaScript framework which is used to create single page applications. It was maintained by Google, written in TypeScript. It has component-based architecture, which means that applications are built using reusable components that can be easily integrated to the large scale applications. And these are the key features. And these developers can use Angular because of these key features. And some major companies are using, hence and it is more powerful and flexible. And these are some advantages of using Angular. Okay. In the next session, we'll see like how to set up Angular, right? How to install and then how to start this Angular. Okay, thank you.